Yeah. I am here and I have ascended upon you with a new jacket. Look at this jacket. Look at this sexy, sexy jacket. Thank you, mother and father. My name is Mr. J3T, aka Big Sexy, aka the Kentucky Cannon, aka the World Class Badass, aka Chocolate Thunder with Caramel Swirl, aka Black Lightning with Peanut Butter Filling, aka the Man of the Century, aka Easy Bake, aka DJ Big Head, because I'm a DJ by association and I got a big head. And aka Mr. Clean. Your boy's clean again. Yeah. Your boy got a haircut. And today, we are going to be talking about Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So Falcon and the Winter Soldier is the newest Marvel series. This is coming after WandaVision, which WandaVision is a great show, by the way. And now we're here. Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Let's talk about it. So, Falcon and the Winter Soldier takes place after Endgame. And at this point, Captain America, if you've watched Endgame, then you know this. But if you didn't, spoilers. Captain America basically goes back to the different times and returns the stones, but whilst he's back in time, he decides, you know what, screw it, I'm just gonna stay here and live out my life. And that's exactly what he does. He stays behind in the past to live his life, and today he is this old man, and Sam is the real name of Falcon, by the way. Sam walks up to Cap. He's like, and Cap's like, hey, here you go. Cap just gives Sam his shield and it's like, there you go. You do that. You do all that, buddy. And Sam was like, well then, yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good, fam. So, that's the abridged version of what happened. So, we cut to this show. Falcon is still Falcon, and he's working with the U.S. Air Force, and he basically says that he can't take up this mantle because he doesn't feel like he deserves it. He even said in Endgame, it feels like it belongs to somebody else. So, he basically says, this belongs to him. This is his shield. This is his gimmick. Yeah, so that's basically it. Meanwhile, we got Bucky, the Winter Soldier. He's got his own stuff that he's dealing with. He's dealing with some PTSD. He's remembering his times as the Winter Soldier, and that's really getting to his head to the point where he needs to go to therapy, talking to somebody. And what's sad about this is that he's friends with a man whose son that Bucky killed in the past. Like, he killed this man's son in the past, and now he's hanging out with this man whose son that he killed, and he remembers that too. So yeah, it's kind of sad when you think about it. But that's not all. This is a Marvel show. You know, there's got to be some bad guys. So now they're up against a group called the Flag Smashers, where basically they believe that the world was better. There are people that believe that the world was better after the blip. That's what they call the snap, the blip. And they're basically going around messing stuff up, robbing stuff. And it looks like they got their hands on some super soldier serum, because there was a point where one of the members is just tossing people around, and Sam's little military friend, he tries to pull up on this dude, and he gets his ass rocked. Like, I you can't help but laugh, because this man actually thought he was about to do something against this guy who's been shit whipping people all over the place. This man really thought he was about to pull up on this masked dude that clearly has some super soldier serum, and he thought he was about to do something. Like, bruh, sit your ass down. So, that's the gist of it. So, I like it. I like it so far. This is the show that I've been looking forward to the most, and so far I'm not disappointed. I like where it's going. I I can't wait to see like the interactions between Sam and Bucky, because they had some good chemistry in I believe Civil War. They had some good chemistry with each other, some good banter. So I can't wait to like see them eventually interact and talk with each other. We also get introduced to Sam's sister and her nephew. Not her nephews, his nephews, and his sister Sarah. It looks like they have like this struggling. They're struggling pretty much, and she wants to sell their family's boat, but Sam's like, no, we're not selling our family's legacy. I got your back, girl. So we also have that thread too. I like her sister. Not her. I like his sister. Yeah. I like Sam's sister, Sarah. And I like his nephews too. They're cool. Yeah. I just like this episode. I like where it's going. The CGI is really good too, because Marvel didn't skip out on the budget with these shows. Like, they're giving these TV shows like the big movie budget. So the CGI is looking good. We start off with like Falcon flying across like these trenches trying to catch this group that kidnapped a soldier. And we see him flying through these trenches, fighting this group, and it's cool to see the animation. The CGI is really great in that scene. We didn't get much action. That was like our big action set piece of the episode, and after that, there isn't really much in terms of action except for like a flashback that Bucky has to the time where he killed this man's son in the past. So we got a little bit of action there. So other than those two, there's not really that much action in this episode. It's more like this episode is more like setting up who the bad guys are, and our main characters' arcs. It's setting up Sam's arc on eventually accepting the Captain America mantle. It's introducing us to Bucky's arc of trying to forgive himself and trying to open up more. We see the arc with Sam's sister Sarah and her nephews and their whole situation. It sets up this group, the Flag Smashers. It sets up a lot of what we're going to see throughout the show, and in terms of setup, it does a good job. I really like this. I like where this is going so far. I will say though, I want to talk about this. So, if you haven't watched the episode, click off now. I'm gonna give you my rating now. I give it 2 thumbs up with no J3T stamp of approval. I want to see where all this goes before I officially give it that stamp of approval. But I'm going to talk about what happens at the end. So if you haven't watched the episode yet and you don't want to know, click off now. In fact, I'll give you a warning. 3, 2, 1. Three, two, one. There you go. So, in the end of this episode, there's this reveal that there's a new Captain America. Basically, the government gave the mantle of Captain America to this new guy, the new Captain America, who is actually a character from the comics named U.S. Agent. So, this is basically his live action debut of this character, U.S. Agent. U.S. Agent. Yeah. So, I've watched a little video on this man before making this video, and by the sounds of it, he sounds like a more anti-hero version of Captain America, basically. A little more darker, has no qualms with killing some bad guys. He seems like just an anti-hero, you know? In the comics, I don't know how he's going to be portrayed in the show, but in the comics, he's basically just seems like an anti-hero version of Captain America. My mom compared him to Homelander, and I gotta say now, like, U.S. Agent is nowhere near as messed up as Homelander. Okay, like Homelander is up here, and U.S. Agent is like here. Like, they aren't even on the same orbit. Like, Homelander is just so messed up, and U.S. Agent is nowhere near as messed up as Homelander. But I don't know how he's going to be portrayed in the show. I don't know if he's going to be portrayed as an anti-hero or a full-out villain. But I'm interested to see where this goes. And I also like his costume, too, because it's very accurate to his costume in the comics. I will say, though, the guy that they got to play U.S. Agent, his face looks a little smushed. Like, he doesn't look bad, he doesn't look ugly, it's just that his face kind of looks a little smush, you know? Like, his face looks like Play-Doh, kinda. I'm not saying it... Again, he's not a bad-looking guy, but his face, it looks like somebody was just sort of mushed it around, you know? But... Why did I just roast this man like that? he didn't deserve that. Why did I just roast him like that? Oh, I'm sorry. To the guy who's playing U.S. Agent, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to roast you like that. I'm sorry. Anyway, all in all, I like this episode. I'm excited to see where this goes next. I'm excited to see the arcs of these characters. I'm excited to see what they're going to do with U.S. Agent. And his smushed face. His smushed Play-Doh face. I'm sorry to the actor that plays U.S. Agent. You didn't need that. You didn't need that. I don't mean it. I'm doing this out of love. So anyway, that's about it for me. I like it. The episode, 2 thumbs up. No J3T stamp of approval yet. I want to see where this goes. But yeah, that's about it. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. But if you really like me though, subscribe and ring that bell so you always know when I upload. Because it's free, and you're a dum-dum if you don't subscribe to something that's free, you know? Deuces.